Hi everyone, Australia Love here, and I'm wishing all of you a beautiful weekend. I wanted to come on and just do a live stream to pull some cards and give some messages for everyone. So I do have my chat up and available. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and put your questions in the chat and I will answer them to the best of my capability. So I was feeling really drawn to pull some cards for out of my Doreen Virtue Jesus deck. And so I'm going to go ahead and give them a good shuffle and we'll see what comes through. Okay. Okay, so the first card I just pulled is I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. And so here you can kind of see the picture of Jesus and he is standing with his sheep. And so what he's saying in this message for everyone is that a lot of the time, I'm feeling that a lot of the time when we take on a leadership role or we take on a role to be of service and help to other people, we really will devote our lives for a cause. And when you are in the leadership position, whether it be at your job, in your home, people are always looking up to you. And so it can be, very, very, very difficult to always be the person that is being looked up to and looked to as a leader. And so what I'm getting from this card as a message for everyone is that if you're feeling like you are in the leadership position, no matter what you're doing, and that you're looking after others, knowing that it is okay to ask for help when needed, and it is okay to even though you're being in the leadership position and you're giving and devoting a lot of time to guiding others, that you still have to give to yourself. And so as Jesus really did, he gave his life, his time, his life, and all of his spiritual practices that, as meditating, fasting, to connect with himself, his higher self, God, to connect with source. He really had to put that time aside, and really, it was constant work for him. And so this is reminding you that if you are in a leadership position, if you're looking over, other people are helping to guide them, that you have to give unconditional love to yourself as well. Okay, so the next one I pulled is, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. And this is some babies. So there is a part in the Bible that actually talks about the children of light coming to the planet and being the return of Christ and helping the entire planet. And so this is kind of a message to those of you that are peacemakers in every situation. We all have the capability to be light workers. We all have the capability to be an inspiration to ourselves and to other people. So, when I do come across things that I read about light workers, it kind of and starseeds, sometimes it will exclude the everyday person that's maybe just beginning their spiritual path or is just interested in spirituality. And so I want all of you to know that we all have the ability to be peacekeepers, to be light workers, and we do that with every conscious action, every conscious thought, and really making the intention to first and foremost create that peace within ourselves. And then the moment that we create peace within, we'll see peace outside of us. And so with the people that help, create peace, I see this more and more all over the planet. They're doing it in ways of being of service to help themselves, but to help the rest of mankind. And so they can be healers, they can be motivational speakers, but giving tools to other people, tools that have worked for them to create balance within their own lives, and then sharing that with others. And so it really is a blessing, to be here and we've all given ourselves gifts and abilities that we've used in other lifetimes. And this is all skill sets that we have that we're really, really good at and we've done before. And so if you've ever started a new talent or a new project or started something that's, you haven't done in this life yet, and you just feel, oh, this is just it's so flowing. This is so natural for me and I really love doing it. When things come very easily to us and for us and it flows very naturally, there's a skill set there that we have. And this can be things like writing, motivational speaking, all sorts of different things that we can do, but we give ourselves not only the skill set and specialty, but also spiritual gifts and abilities that go along with that. And so every single person has at least one spiritual gift and ability. And all of us, we are all, in truth, our higher selves, God. We are all the same, each and every one of us. So I do get a lot of questions about spiritual gifts, which one's better than the other, and there's not really, a better gift, because with each gift comes difficulties as well. So if you're an empath, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Jesus was an empath, and he really had to master keeping himself clear to be able to help other people and to even be around other people. And there's different degrees of spiritual gifts too. What we come in with, the strength of that ability. With great power does come great responsibility. And definitely Jesus is a perfect example of that. And so, blessed are the peacekeepers, for they shall be called the children of God. In truth, we are all source, and we're all capable of being peacekeepers and inspirational people, the best people that we can be. We are all capable of being Christ-like. And we do that through your unconditional love and giving that first and foremost to ourselves, because that is the most important thing. When we want to see change, it's not so much about going after and sending all this energy to change things with large groups of people. It's about changing things within us, because with every individual, when we help ourselves, we're bettering the lives of every single person around us and bettering our reality, the world that we live in, our personal reality, as well as the reality around us. So everything is always going to start with here. And the more that you work on yourself, and I'm telling you, light worker, okay, it's definitely work. Spirituality is work. And, in a great sense, it is unconditionally loving yourself and accepting yourself so much that you're willing to look at the aspects of yourself, look at the things that you're struggling with, and do something about it to create positive change for yourself. And so it is work, but it's worth it. It's completely worth it because your life is going to get better the more work that you do. Okay. And this next card is Seek and You Shall Find. And so what this card is kind of talking about is I do feel that, you know, this entire kind of week has been very, there's been a lot of change, at least in the US here. But people are starting to question things. They're starting to want answers for things. And they're starting to go, well, hey, you know, this doesn't really feel good, whether it's in their personal lives or looking at the country and saying, well, you know, I don't know if I agree with this. This doesn't really feel good. What should be, you know, the positive solution? And so if you want answers, all you have to do is first make the intention to find them and ask yourself, you know, is this right for me? Is this relationship right for me? Is this situation right for me? Is this job right for me? I do feel like there's going to be a lot of change happening for everyone on a personal level in their personal lives as we all begin to and continue to awaken to the truth that we are all source, which is unconditional love, joy, and peace, and that we're connected to everyone and to the planet itself. And, you know, so as people wake up, and this has been an ongoing process, but, you know, people are waking up at a massive scale today, tomorrow, you know, and we're starting to question things. Is this job right for me? Is this relationship best good? Are these other relationships? It could be family members. It could be, you know, friends. Am I really at the same vibration as I was when I met these people? And is this for my highest and best good? And having the courage to look at the different aspects in your life and ask yourself, is this serving me to be in this situation, to be in this relationship, or to hold any beliefs? Because we create our reality based upon what we believe and what we perceive it to be as true. And so is there anything that I'm believing about myself, about my life, about my job that is either serving me in a positive way or serving me in a negative way? And if it is not for your best good, then taking action to do something to change those beliefs. So when you do want to find answers, you can always go within. It is the most efficient way because only you, your higher self, you, source, knows what's best for you. And so going within to find those answers and having the courage to do so. When we work on ourselves, it takes a lot of courage to face ourselves, to look within, and to look at those things that don't feel good in our life rather than choose to ignore them. And then to do something about them to change our realities, to change our lives. Okay. Now, the next one that I pulled is love one another as I have loved you. And definitely love was Jesus's main message for everyone, to love each other and to love ourselves. And I know I keep saying that, but it is so important because we cannot officially love anyone else or be there for anyone else. We can't even love ourselves. And for those of you that have had a hard time with loving yourself, like let's say that you just haven't really received a whole lot of unconditional love in this lifetime. And so it's hard to feel, well, how can I love myself? Oh, I love my children so much, but how can I really love myself the way that I love them? I do have a very simple technique on my channel that you can use, and it will help. It will build your vibration into the vibration of love so high that it'll naturally turn in towards yourself. And a lot, I'm seeing Archangel Raziel just kind of stepped in, and what he showed me is the breaking through of illusion with self. And so there's going to be a lot of you that are kind of waking up and realizing the parts of your life that have been lacking love. And then feeling, oh, well, I've been in an illusion for so long. Like, why haven't I been loving myself? Or why haven't I been giving to myself? Or why haven't I been accepting myself? And this is happening all over the planet. It's a lot of breaking through of illusion and seeing the truth behind situations and starting to ask questions, starting to say, well, this is not okay. How is this manifested in our personal lives, in our country, in our workplace, in our love life? How did I get here, and what can I do to change it? Okay. And so I have pulled the Ascended Master Vishnu card. And so this talks about finding the blessings in your current situation. Now, I kind of briefly said before that when we look at our reality or anything that's difficult and doesn't feel good in our lives, what we believe about that situation, that relationship, whatever it is, what we believe and we buy into on an emotional level, we will then create more of. So if you're going through something that is difficult and you're having a hard time seeing any positive in it, try to take a step back and let go of any beliefs that you have about it, about your situation. A really good practice that I do is I focus on all the things that I'm grateful for, and that really helps me to raise my vibration and see the blessings in every situation. And so when we look for negative, we will find, attract, and see negative. When we look for positive, no matter what the situation is, there's always a positive to it. So the more we focus on positive in this now moment, see whatever the situation we're not happy about begin to shift in the direction that we're wanting it to go, in a positive direction. So how we perceive things in our reality, and if we buy into believing that that is the way that they are and that is the absolute truth, then it will be that for us. So finding the blessings in every situation and opening your heart to allowing blessings to come in. So many of us want to have, the positive come into our lives. We want abundance. We want love. We want happiness. We want joy, but we won't open ourselves up to actually receive that. And so everything always comes back to us, if we feel like we don't have loving relationships in our lives, like, why doesn't my spouse love me? Why don't my friends love me? Why didn't my parents love me? That is all because our reality reflects what is going on inside of us. It reflects it, and then we manifest it based upon what our vibration is in here. And so if you're finding that you're blocked in one type of abundance, you're usually blocked in all types of abundance. And if you're feeling that you're having a lack of love in your relationships, then there's areas inside of you that you need to love a little bit more and give more to yourself. And then you will draw in, when you love yourself, you'll draw in people that will love you just as much as you love yourself. So it's definitely always, we're always a work in progress, but it's completely worth it. Okay. Now I pulled another Jesus card, and this one says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you." And so, and in this picture, he's kind of like looking in on whatever city he is, and from a distance. And so it's to me, I feel like exactly like that card is talking about. I gave you, you know, the knowledge and information on how to create peace. And it's always going to be within here first before we can see it outside of ourselves. And so, one thing that I'm actually getting a light language transmission coming through for inner peace. And so, what this is going to do is it's going to bring you into your heart space, and it's going to bring forward the energies of peace. And Jesus, the kingdom of God is within us. It's so significantly important because what he was saying is like that literally ourselves that we can go to at any time. An amazing gift and blessing and tool to have, to be able to go within to literally a sanctuary to rejuvenate ourselves. And we can be anywhere. You can use this technique anywhere. So we're going to start with, I want you guys to just become aware of your heart chakra. And allow your heart to just open. And I want you to visualize a place that you feel that is peaceful, that you have been to before, or it can be a place that you haven't been to, something that you've seen in a dream. I want you to just visualize in your mind being there now. Untu salanahai ambala ankura untashne satana unkwanatushnahu ampruantura ansashnu sansalahu Sansalahia unkwantanasha. Ansalahum takashnai. Ansu tu lakutulush. Bailara tashnu antwana. Okay. And so I want you to repeat in your mind after me. I invite my higher self forward into my consciousness now. I invite my higher self forward into my consciousness now. I invite my higher self forward into my consciousness now. And as you feel this energy rising from within you, know that this is you. This is your higher self. This is source. This is your true self, which is only unconditional love, joy, and peace in the purest vibrations. And I want you to just think in your head, or you can say it out loud. I open the gates to the kingdom of God within. I open the gates to the kingdom of God within. I open the gates to the kingdom of God within. And you are now in your inner sanctuary. And anytime that you want to, if this just like It feels so good every time I do this. Anytime that you're feeling stressed out, you can go to this place within inside yourself and allow your true self, your higher self, to rejuvenate you in every way. And so as you're in this space, you can ask you any questions or just stay here and allow the peace, calm, and serenity to continue to open and expand your heart. Buranatun nakashnahe ansalya tanushnahu. Ambala kwanata Allah natushnasa. Pranata ansala prana anashnahanata. Manhatma kwantana geshnate. Ansunna pramanaham. Ankura ansushnu ampulyatura anka. Okay. Now we're going to pull one more Ascended Master card. And this one is talking about the flow of prosperity. And this is Lakshmi. And Lakshmi is a goddess of prosperity and abundance. And so she's actually coming forward for the people that are listening to this. And what she's showing me is her holding golden coins that represent abundance. And so whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I see these coins going into the crown chakra right now. And this is giving you abundance of knowledge and kind of transmuting those thoughts and beliefs that are not serving you about prosperity and abundance. The more that we focus on the lack of, the more that we will create the lack of. And I feel the energy coming through all of the chakras and going down into the earth and giving abundance in every area from helping us with positive thoughts of abundance, what we do want here, and abundance in intuition, abundance in connection with self, spirit, abundance with connection to our higher selves, the divine, abundance in expressing ourselves positively, speaking positive things about ourselves and about how we can bring abundance into our lives. Truthful things, abundance of truth. And we're getting an abundance of trust and faith here too. Abundance of freely expressing yourself. And removing any blockages here that you may be having for things, especially just said today is kind of what I'm getting, with not saying what you needed to say. And as we go down into the higher heart, which is the thymus gland, abundance of divine love, because this is the center for divine love. And if I'm feeling that some of you maybe have some walls over the higher heart, and so we're just going to allow those walls to come down, drop you into your heart space. And when we're living in our hearts, we're in a pure vibration. We're attracting positive to us. We're in the vibration of abundance, of divine love, unconditional love. And we're acting as our true selves. And as we go down, we're getting an abundance of self-love and an abundance of the ability to accept love, and as we go down into the solar plexus, more of these coins are coming in. And this is an abundance of self-confidence, of being confident in who we are and being confident in allowing ourselves to be authentic to who we are, true to who we are. An abundance of personal power, feeling that we have the power to speak from our true selves, to act from our true selves, to make these positive life changes. And as we go down into the sacral chakra, abundance in emotional relationships, abundance in relationship with self, having a more positive relationship with ourselves. And more abundance is coming in with how we interact with others, relationships with others. And as we go down to the root, abundance with safety and security, both in the physical sense as well as financial, emotional, mental. Okay, and so this is a new process that I've seen, which actually, this feels really good. I really like this. This is a new process that I've seen working with Lakshmi, but what I'm getting is that can call upon her at any time to do this process over again. I am getting from her is that focus on positive always, thoughts of abundance. You know, when we worry about, when we have money problems and we worry about money problems, we draw that to us. We create more of that. And so how she kind of helps people is not, it's not like she's just going to come and throw a bunch of money your way. I mean, that would be really awesome. So I'm not, but being true, what she does is she helps you to see the abundance that you already have in your life, and then to come more into alignment with the vibration of abundance in every type of way. And that is through transmuting limiting thoughts and beliefs about abundance in all of these areas of our lives. And, you know, she's saying to let go, letting go of stored negativity when it comes to how we view things coming into our lives and how we view what we already have, letting go of how we're seeing our situation. And the moment that we let go of how we're seeing things, it opens the door up for a new reality, a new possibility, for a positive shift. And we always want to shift in the positive direction. So she is someone that you can call on and ask for help, and that is her gift to humanity, is giving abundance in all forms by helping us to release that which is blocking us and accepting the new positive into our reality, into our consciousness, into our hearts, into our lives. So, okay, well, I think that's going to be all for right now. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting the subscribe button. And I will be making more live broadcasts. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing one where you guys can enter in set questions, and I will give mini readings for everyone to answer some questions that you may be having about your personal lives or about your divine life purpose. So I'm really excited to do that. And I hope that all of you have a beautiful Friday. Love and light to all of you, from my heart to yours. Namaste.